So after my first video, one question I got mostly or was asked frequently was how I got a clean footage, what camera I used, what I used in editing my videos, my lighting setup, and just my YouTube production process in general. In today's video, I chose to answer all of those questions. I'll be covering the camera, the editing tool, and the gears I used. If you are a returning subscriber, you're welcome. I love you. And if this is your first time coming across my video on my face, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you love my content.
Whether you're an aspiring YouTuber, a content creator, or you just generally want to film your day-to-day life, knowing how to film yourself is an important skill you need to acquire. Before I started my YouTube channel, I took my time in learning how to film myself with two reasons in mind.
One, I didn't want to have to disturb anybody, and two was because I didn't want to have to rely on anybody. I just wanted a situation whereby once I get an idea, I can film the process myself without having to disturb or call or wait for anybody. Okay, and I guess that is why you're watching this video. So to the first thing would be what camera I used. So at that time, I had just one thing available, my phone. Yes, which was an Android phone, not an iPhone. I had just my Android phone available. I knew how to make do with this, whichever way I could. And the Android phone I used was its Techno Spark. TechnoSpark Google 2020. I don't know if I'm getting the name right, but anyway, this is what it looks like. Okay, this was what I used in filming that video. This alone, yeah. So I had to make do with what I had at that time. Um, there was no special settings I made on the camera or the phone. I just had to make sure the lens was clean and neat. It was set in a steady position so it doesn't fall off or shake. Okay, and that was it. That was all I had to do. Okay, which will bring me to my next point, the tripod. Now, when filming your video, you want to make sure your phone is placed in a steady position, which would make you want to have a tripod. But now, at the time I made my video, also, I didn't have a tripod. Okay, and I didn't have any money to buy a tripod at that time. So I had to stack up my chair and the cupboard. I placed a cupboard on the chair, used a book to hold, or whatever I could find to hold my phone so it doesn't fall off, which is something you could also do just in case you don't have a tripod. And if you have access to a tripod, please do. And if you can buy one, fine and good. It's okay. But just in case you can't access a tripod and you can't buy anyone yet, what you want to do is stack up books or cups, but make sure you stack them up in a steady way so your phone doesn't fall off. Okay, you don't want your phone um, falling down and you having to spend money fixing it. Okay, so just make sure you put them in a very steady position, all right, so it doesn't fall off and it doesn't shake. Okay, and you're good to go. Just that, just put your phone on something where you can see yourself. And so next will be my lighting. All right, so in my first video I made use of um, a softbox which was provided by my brother. All right, shout out to him, by the way. Alpha Portraits, you can go check him out on Instagram. He takes wonderful nice pictures. So yeah, I used my brother's softbox and his LED 600 light. That was what I used in filming that first video. But right now I am in front of my window because it's afternoon, and that's why I'm actually making this video right now. for those who won't be able to have access to a softbox or a Lexus 600. Alright, you're just starting out and you might not have the financial capacity to get that. So you could just make use of the light that comes with the sun. Okay, you just need to stay in front of a window. My phone is right here, my window is here, and I am here. Alright, I'm not sitting directly opposite the window because of where I wanted my back view to be, but you can do this any way you want, anyway it's comfortable for you. All right, make do with that. Just make sure you're putting your phone or placing your phone where the sun ray can get to you. It's enough lighting that you can see. Right, now that will take me to my next next production process, which will be my editing. So for my editing, or for what app I use in editing my videos, would be CapCut. Yeah, I heard about InShot, but when I tried using InShot, I don't know, I just didn't understand anything. Maybe because I didn't take my time going through it, but I just didn't understand, and I was more comfortable with CapCut. It is more easier to understand and to work with. So you might want to use CapCut also. But if you're good with InShot, go ahead. That's fine. But for me, I used CapCut, and everybody knows most of their features are now Pro. But for the little things you need, right, for editing your videos, because I made mine without using any free features, so you can actually also make use of the free ones on the app also. Just import your videos there, then just your color grade, your smoothing, increase your volume, I don't know, and you're good to go. That's all I did on my first video. I just color graded there, reduced the brightness, the saturation, and all of that. Okay, so to take me to another thing I think you need to bear in mind. Right now, I'm sure you can hear some noise here and there. That's because I am not using any mic or noise cancellation stuff, right? Which I also did on my first video. In my first video, there might not have been much noise because it was in the night, but now it is afternoon and people are going out about their daily life. Okay, so if you have access to getting a microphone that cancels noise, fine and good, but if you can't, just try as much as possible to use CapCut to reduce noise as much as it can, right? And just make sure you make your videos when the noise is less, right? I think that's all, right? I'm sure I'm not forgetting anything. Am I? No, I can't remember. But I think that's just all about my production process, right? And I'm sure I think I've been able to answer those questions, and I've been able to help you that's just starting out your process also. Okay. So anyway, if this video was helpful in any way, please make sure you like, right, and also subscribe to my channel. If you have more questions for me, drop them in the comment section, or you can also come to my DM on Instagram. The link would be at the description box. Okay, that'll be all for this video. Bye. Hi, welcome. What camera I use, my lighting setup, my YouTube process in general. And there was no special settings I used on the phone. It was just the camera on the phone. Why did this thing just make noise now? Like why? It's spoiling my video.